I just finished an easy 4-mile run, second run of the week, and it felt really good. It's very pleasant out here today. Why is it so dark? I thought it was time to bring the mother shift to YouTube. We haven't talked about it here yet, and it's really just turned into such an incredible movement on Instagram. So if you missed it, I started this mother shift series, I guess, of posts, and every Monday I post a new video that's all about what the mother shift means, what it is, how it can help you, how we can work through this together, and the origin story, I guess.
Almost exactly 6 years ago, I tried to take time for myself as a mother for the very first time. I was 6 weeks postpartum. I wanted to move. I wanted to start feeling like myself again. So I handed our newborn off to my husband, walked down into the basement of our little apartment. 5 minutes in, he starts crying. I can hear him through the ceiling. I froze, my heart sank, and I almost ran straight back upstairs. But something in me said, let them figure it out. You need this, and they need this. This is the mother shift, where we clock in for us so we can show up for them. I didn't know it then, but that moment set the tone. It taught me that it's not just okay to take care of myself. It's vital if I want to show up as the mom that I want to be. Today, taking my mother shift feels honestly second nature. But it all started with one hard, one uncomfortable rep. And if you're in that place, crying through your first solo 10 minutes, I see you. It counts, and it will change everything. My goal with this series is to show you how I continue to take my mother shift as a mom of 3, 6 years later, day in and day out, and hopefully encourage you to start taking your shift too. Next week, I'll share the one habit that truly changed it all for me. Until then, this is your shift. Take it.
It dates back to my first postpartum journey with Kai. Do you hear these birds? What's happening? Dates back to 6 years ago when I was postpartum with Kai. I was 6 weeks. I just got cleared to work out. I went downstairs in our basement gym at the time to do my first postpartum workout, and I remember hearing him crying with Josh upstairs, and it was just this like internal tug of war that I had, like, I can run upstairs right now and fix this, or I can let them figure it out. And I chose to let them figure it out that day, and that was really like the catapult of what you guys see as my fitness journey today, how I've just navigated motherhood and mom life and self-care and showing up for myself. So that's the story in a nutshell. But it's really just become part of me and part of my why, and I hope that in sharing how I show up for myself and how I show up for my mother shift, it inspires you to do the same. So we just clocked in for our mother shift. I started my run at like 5:40 today, did 4 miles, and it was dark at first, but we're getting braver. It's funny, like when this postpartum running journey started, I was kind of just scared to wake up early to go run. Like, scared in the sense, what if Wes wakes up? I don't know if he's gonna wake up. Like, what if I have to stop early? And then I just did it, and it was fine most of the time. And then it was like, it got to the point where I was just scared to venture out of our neighborhood. Like, I would just do neighborhood laps, and I still do that most times just because it's easy and I'm familiar with it. But then I was scared to like venture out, and then I did it and it was fine. And then I was scared to start in the pitch dark, Like, I would push my run just so I didn't have to run in the dark. But then I did it a few times and it was kind of nice. So whatever you're feeling scared about today, regarding whether it's running or your fitness journey or whatever it is, just push yourself to do it. And know that it's often not as scary as we think it is. And that you just kind of become more brave. So there's my little motivational talk of the morning. We got to get inside and get some stuff done before Wes gets up, hopefully. And let's get the day started. We dropped a very exciting podcast episode today, and I just came inside, and our podcast host is listening to our own podcast. You guys should listen to it. And if you didn't know, you can listen to the podcast and watch us on
Love it. And absolutely to hit on that.
YouTube. All right, we just got home from a morning of getting Kai a haircut and Whole Foods. We were able to tackle both of those before Wes's and Cora's naps, and they are both napping now. And I'm so grateful because Wes actually fell asleep maybe 15 minutes out from being home in the car. So I wasn't sure he was going to actually take a nap, and he did. So we are going to take every minute that we get. Kai's out playing on the playground. I'm going to put the dishes away because we left the house and didn't unload the dishwasher this morning, which is usually a every morning thing. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to bring you guys through what we call a macro prep. So we don't meal prep per se, but we macro prep in the sense that we prep protein sources, we prep vegetables. Really, that's all we prep. We don't prep every meal that we eat, but with school starting and like getting out of the summer mode, I feel like we are just going to start prepping at least a couple protein sources per week. For dinners, most days we will cook dinners or just grill like a steak, burgers, chicken, salmon. We'll throw that in the air fryer or pop it on the grill really quick so that it's fresh for dinner. But for like lunches, or if there is a night where we don't want to cook, like I do like having some protein and veggies typically always ready to go. So I'm going to make my dad's famous buffalo chicken meatballs, which many of you know this recipe. I'm going to make those. I'm going to throw some burgers on the grill just to have those prepped. And then I'm going to make some sweet potato cubes. I think I'm also going to prep some broccoli just to keep in the fridge to either throw in a salad, throw in a rice bowl, just for some extra veggies in there. I have found like that's just the easiest method for us. I don't like prepping actual meals. I think I likely would prep lunch and things like that if I was needing to and if I left the house for work. Which I did used to do that. There's plenty of old videos on this channel, actually, from when I worked in an office, if you want to go all the way back. But even then, like, I still feel like I would prep this way so that I could make my lunch and plan out my lunch or dinner the night before and then just throw it in a container. Because, like, Josh eats different amounts than I do. We don't always eat the same lunch. We typically always eat the same dinner, but it's just nice to have these things prepped by macro so that you can take what you need and use it for a variety of different meals. That way you're not eating the same thing every day either if you don't want to. So like if I'm making a salad and one day I make like a summer fruit, strawberry, goat cheese, pecan salad with chicken on it, I can use that chicken for my salad, and then the next day I can use it for a rice bowl. So there's just more variability in this way. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean up, prep some food. I'll show you all the recipes that I make. Let's go. Well, that was a flop because we don't have 2 ingredients that I need for the meatballs, breadcrumbs, and we probably have eggs in the coop, but we only have 1 egg here on the counter, but I can't make them without breadcrumbs. So I just texted Josh to pick some up on his way back. Don't you hate when you literally just leave the grocery store and you forget like the things that you really should not have forgotten and need? So Josh is going to bring those home. He actually went to the trail for his long run today. I'm really proud of him. Josh has started running. He's following my programming from the app. So he's doing the Beacon half marathon program. I think he has a 7-mile long run today, which will be the longest distance that he's done yet. So he went to the trail. It's kind of nice because we are on sort of opposite schedules with our long runs. Like he does his usually midweek on a Wednesday like this, and I do my long runs on Saturdays. I would love to do them together one day, but just our current stage of life with the kids, this is just how it has to be. So I'll get my 10-mile run in this weekend, but he's gonna pick that stuff up for me when he finishes his run before he comes home. So we will have to meal prep with all of the children up later because we don't just not do it. We still need to do it, and it'll be chaos, but it'll be fine, and I will still bring you through it. See you in a bit. It's currently Monday. I think I did that meal prep on Thursday that you guys saw. And all the vegetables are gone. We have like 3 burgers left and a handful of meatballs left. We've been eating it literally every day for lunches and dinners just because we've had a busy few days. It honestly just felt so good to be able to reach into the fridge, throw whatever I needed to throw on a piece of foil. And my hack for this when I have food prepped is to not use a microwave. We actually don't own a microwave. Weird, I know, but like when we moved into this house, we have limited counter space out here, and then we have our pantry in there, and I was like, I don't want like a million appliances all over the place. So we just never got a microwave, and I actually have just like a Breville 8-in-1 like air fryer reheater oven situation that I love. So I'll heat my stuff up on the air fry setting, and it always comes out like I just cooked it. So that's my hack. If you hate like reheated food, either use the stovetop or air fry it for just a short duration until it's warm, and it's so good. But it's been so nice to just have one less thing to think about, and I think that's often the piece that people really get caught up with when it comes to like prepping individual meals, or maybe you don't do any prep at all and you kind of just wait until that day to cook your lunches and dinners. It can feel very overwhelming, especially if you're new to tracking macros and if you do have fat loss goals. Like it's just a lot of extra thinking to do things on the fly. And if that works for you, great. In my experience as a coach over the last decade, for most people that just doesn't work. Like you have to prep some stuff ahead of time and plan ahead of time most of the time if you want to be on point. Like that's just fail to prepare, fail to prepare to fail. So if you're struggling right now, this is your sign to start prepping some macros. Start tracking your macros maybe the night before. Like for me personally, when I know I have a busy day, I will sit and log most of my meals the night beforehand. That way I don't have to do any thinking the next day. I could just show up, know what I'm eating, prep it, and eat it. So I'm going to end the video here. I would love for you guys to ask any nutrition related questions you have in the comments, and I'll do a follow-up video. Maybe we'll just sit and do like a little nutrition Q&A based on this video, based on what you're struggling with. I don't care. Nutrition, whatever you got, drop it in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. So thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.